Yo, what's up, guys? What a win for the Toronto Raptors going into Oklahoma City and beating the defending NBA champions 103-101. What a game, guys, by these Raptors, man. To go into Oklahoma City and beat the Thunder the way they did tonight, it was a collective team effort for the Thunder to lose for the first time in back-to-back games at home since 2023. Incredible, man. And the Raptors' first win in Oklahoma since 2022. This was a great team effort, guys, by the Raptors. Raptors played solid all throughout this game. Obviously, guys, look, there were some negatives in this game. Of course, Raptors obviously broke down defensively a few times. The Thunder did make threes. Lou Dort was causing problems for the Raptors early on in this game. The Thunder were giving the Raptors difficulty, of course, playing a little bit of zone at times when Scotty and IQ were out of the game. So there was some difficulty moments. The Raptors did have some lulls offensively. Obviously the Thunder are a good defensive team. Obviously the defending NBA champion. Raptors were going to have some struggles to score, but they always stuck around the Raptors. Obviously had the lead at halftime up by 4, but the Thunder did obviously take the lead a little bit, but the Raptors just stayed close to the Thunder, found a way to take the lead again at times in this game. It was a very back and forth game, a very good pace to this ball game. But give Emmanuel Quickly, Scotty Barnes some credit, coming up with some clutch moments in the fourth. Brandon Ingram had some big shots as well in this game. Jamal Shed had some fantastic passes, made that three-pointer at the end of the third quarter. Got some good contributions as well from Grady Dick, who had 10 points. Ochai had 5 points on 14 minutes, didn't have much production, but then you get guys like Shed, who had 9, Walter had 9. You had RJ, who had 14 on 21 minutes of play because he's on a minute restriction, of course. But quickly, how about this guy here on this road trip, man? He has been spectacular after having one of the most efficient 40-point games in NBA history. This guy here goes 7 of 14 from the field, guys, making 6 3-pointers, man, for 23 points and a season-high 11 rebounds tonight, man. Emmanuel Quickly has really found his stride after having those couple games off with back spasms. This Western road trip, he was spectacular all throughout the 5 games for the Raptors, man. Maybe excluding the Laker game a little bit, but the other 4 games, he was spectacular, man. He has really improved defensively. His shot-making ability has really improved these last 4 to 5 games, especially on the road trip, man. He's been really shooting the ball well, had those 2 clutch 3-pointers at the end of the game there, then had those 2 clutch free throws at the end there, guys, and then Scotty Barnes getting that tap out there at the end of the game there, and Scotty being on 5 fouls, playing like the last 5 minutes of that game there with 5 fouls, taking a couple risks, but Scotty comes up big, having that massive block as well on Chet Holmgren in the fourth quarter, guys. Immense job by Scotty Barnes, only having 10 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. This is what Scotty does. When he's not productive with scoring, he just finds other ways. Like his distribution is fantastic. He had that one scoop pass, that beautiful bounce pass. He's had some incredible plays this year, guys, and this is what he does when he's not scoring. Can be great defensively for you, can facilitate, doesn't have to score every bloody game. That is what's so great about a guy like Scotty Barnes on our team, man, and he has just been such a great leader for the Raptors this year, guys. I have nothing but great things to say about Scotty Barnes, especially how we played in this game with the foul trouble, of course, had to sit out a little bit. Like I mentioned, the Thunder tried to take advantage of him being out of the game, playing a zone defense because they knew Scotty is one of the Raptors' best passers in the zone. And the Raptors found a way, obviously, to break that down at times. Mamu didn't play too much. Mamu had 10 points today in 31 minutes. Didn't play much in certain moments of the game. But listen, he had some good contributions in this game. Ingram had 13 points, like I mentioned. Had some good shots in this game. But this was a great effort by the Raptors, guys, defensively as well. Give the Raptors credit. Like I said, man, in past videos, you don't have Yak. You don't have CMB, of course, guys. You don't have a natural center. And the Raptors are just playing some incredible defense right now, especially on this road trip. Tonight's game as well, you have a guy like Holmgren, of course. Now, I understand the Thunder didn't have Hartenstein in this game, but give the Raptors credit, man. They just battled all this. They battled all throughout this game. Did go down a few times. clawed back when they had to, got some great stops defensively, made some key buckets when they had to, and this is an absolutely massive win for the Raptors, guys. Their 16th win on the road, a 16-9 record. They have the third best record on the road in the East, the top 5 road record in the NBA, guys. You know, this team here, man, give this team credit, give Coach Darko credit. They're playing great defensively. They're playing as a unit right now. This Western road swing that they went on just showed that this Raptors team is capable of competing with the big dogs in the NBA. Now, if they continue to play this way down the stretch, Bobby Webster has to do something to improve this team. Look, man, we're 10 games over 500. We're 29-19. We're third in the East. You know, we're playing some great ball. We're competitive. We're a really good team. Bobby Webster really needs to add a piece to this team. Now, obviously, there was rumors about Quickly and RJ Barrett, of course, but the way Emmanuel Quickly's playing, he's been hearing these rumors. He clearly does not want to get traded. And RJ Barrett, unfortunately, has been injured the last few months, but he clearly does not want to go either. Like these two here, if we lose them in a trade, where do we get the extra scoring from? That is a big question for me. But listen, we got to give Jamal Shead some credit as well. He alleviates the pressure for Emmanuel Quickly. When Jamal's on the floor with Emmanuel, Jamal can handle the ball. Quickly can open up the floor, find space, make his shots, drive the lane. And that's what he's been doing this last week or so, guys, on this road trip. You know, they have been doing some great things together on the floor. Those two, give Coach Darko a lot of credit for putting them on the floor together in certain situations. He's done a great job with this team, especially defensively. This team has dramatically improved defensively. And like I said, no CMB either. When he was in the lineup without Yak, he was doing incredible things as well. So imagine when we get CMB back, who adds that extra defensive asset to the Raptors. He's going to be even a bigger help for us, guys. But to win 4-5 on the West, that just gives this team nothing but confidence coming home. They're playing 6 of the next 7 games at Scotiabank Arena. You're playing the New York Knicks next. You're tied with them in the standings right now. They're slumping a little bit. The team's playing great right now. Hopefully we get Murray Boyles back soon, but man, oh man, this team's playing some great ball as of late. You know, they're moving the ball well, facilitating it, you know, doing some really good things as a team right now. You know, shooting the ball, 43% obviously wasn't the best. 35% from the field, 65% for free throws. That's obviously got to get better. Of course, 12 offensive rebounds to the Thunder's 5. Big second chance opportunities for the Raptors in this game. Obviously outscoring the Thunder 13-3 in second chance opportunities. Now, the Raptors did turn the ball over 9 times in the second half, you know, only turning it over twice in the first half. So obviously, Raptors were a little bit careless with the ball in the second half, but they did a really good job taking care of the basketball near the end of the game there, guys. You know, assists 28-21 for the Raptors, 10 steals to the Raptors, 10 steals for the Raptors to the Thunder's 5, 6 blocks to 5. 3 of those were Scotty Barnes, of course, guys, an absolute beast, man. You know, nothing but love for Scotty. 44 points in the paint to the Thunder's 30. So, like I said, without a big, we're still getting down low in the paint there, finding ways to get buckets in the paint there. So, great job by the Raptors. You know, you were able to contain Lou Dort, who had 19. You know, it looked like he was going to have a big night in the first half, but he didn't do too much later on. Only shot 6 for 10 from the field, guys. You only held Shea to 24 points, you know. And Shea, listen, man, that's a good night to hold Shea to under 30. That's a good night for the Raptors, you know. But Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, this man here, 117 straight games with 20-plus points. I got nothing else to say. The guy here is an incredible ball player. He is what he is. You know, won everything last year, scoring title, conference champion, conference MVP, conference champion, of course, finals MVP, NBA champion. The guy won everything. He is an incredible player. I'm jealous he doesn't play for the Raptors. He is just a pleasure to watch, you know, but the Raptors did a hell of a job tonight on him. They contained him at times in this game. He didn't run rampant on them. They did a very good job, I felt, tonight on the Raptors on Shea Gilgeous. You know, you had Chet Holmgren at 11 and 10. Didn't do much damage to the Raptors. You know, you had Williams with 15, Wiggins with 11, Joe with 10. Those guys there did their thing, but listen, the Raptors contained them. They did a good job tonight, the Raptors, holding the Thunder down. You know, Thunder only shot 44% from the field and only shot 26% from three-point line. And the Raptors weren't shooting the ball well either from three-point line either, guys. You know, they were like 1 for 11 and a quarter, for God's sakes. You know, they weren't shooting the ball well either, but defensively, the Raptors tightened up when they had to, did a good job, and the Thunder did miss some shots at the end of the game there. But this Raptors team, guys, they show their resilience at times. They showed it on this road trip. They've been showing it all year, guys. Obviously, they've had some tough losses this year, but this is one of the most impressive wins this season for the Raptors. To go into Oklahoma and win this game tonight was immense, man. Now, like I said, you got a big homestand coming up for the Raptors. Take bloody advantage of that now that you're home. Now, it does suck for them. They're coming home to this bullshit weather. Of course, I understand that, but come home, win these games at home, continue to get W's, man. Continue to place yourself in a home court advantage for the playoffs, guys, and then we'll see what happens with the trade deadline with Bobby Webster, what he has up his sleeves. There's obviously a lot of rumors around right now, but the way this Raptors team playing right now, guys, they deserve Webster to go out there and make a deal to put this team over the hump, because right now, man, they're a competitive ball club, one of the best road teams in the NBA, and they're one of the most impressive teams right now in the league, and they're playing some great ball right now, and they're putting the league on notice, guys. But we'll love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this fantastic win by the Toronto Raptors, man, getting some contributions from your best players and getting some contributions from the bench as well. Just a great road trip for the Raptors, guys. Can't say enough about how well they've been playing, how well Coach Darko has been coaching them through this road trip. And the last couple weeks, they've been playing some great ball as of late, guys. We'll love to hear your thoughts and opinions on the game tonight, guys. Like this video. Subscribe if you guys want to see more content. Go Raptors, guys, as always, guys. We'll see you guys in the next episode of Raptors Unfiltered. Ciao, guys.